Welcome to Going On Daily Live. I'm your Monday host, Mike Palmer, and today we have a great show lined up for you as always. Joining me today is our leader and chief producer, Captain Ron. Morning, Mr. Ron
How
Rigo.
you doing, Mike? I'm excited to be here.
Good. Well, we're glad you're here, or I would have to talk to myself for an hour,
Well, yeah,
which,
probably, but
which is, would be terribly hard to do, I would imagine.
yeah, it's not fun to do it alone, especially
No,
with the topics we have.
right, exactly. So before we get started, if you're watching us on YouTube, it's at Rhode Island Broadcasting. On Twitch, we are at RI_broadcasting. If you want to follow us on Patreon, we'd appreciate the help and support. It's Patreon at RI Broadcasting. So we've got a bunch of stories lined up today. We will just go ahead and roll right into it. So first off, we're talking about protests on women's boxing.
Yeah, this has been probably the hottest topic coming out of the Olympics overall
Right.
because it's overshadowing the actual competition, and it's kind of sad. But there's a lot of people upset here, and the IOC president Thomas Bach came out and had to address the public. He is adamant in saying that the two
Well,
boxers.
wait. Well, let's back up for a minute. Why don't we explain what you're talking about for the people that
Well,
don't really know?
there's two female boxers.
Right.
I mean, Kelif is getting more of the criticism, of course.
Right.
Um, but there are two boxers that people are saying are men,
Genetic males. Yes.
genetic males. So, look, I'm looking at them. To me, they look like men. But
I'm familiar with
but
Aman. The other one, I think I only saw a photo of the actual woman that he boxed.
right, and that's the problem with all of this too. Is like one is really getting
Right.
focused on,
Right.
and it's not fair that only one is really the main focus.
Right.
But that's the one that everybody remembers because of breaking the nose, right? I mean, one punch
Right.
down, boom, it's
And
over.
then that was the one where the woman he was fighting after like 45 seconds, and she got hit once, and she was like, "That's it. I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done. I'm not
yeah,
letting this guy beat me up." As she,
right.
was her thoughts.
So it has reached, everywhere. And, when you have people like J.K. Rowling,
Right.
Elon Musk, and even Donald Trump mentioned it in one of his speeches.
Right.
You know, look, I mean, it looks really bad. I mean, it looks bad. Whether or not, I don't know, because when it comes out with the IBA, I did not know that was really a Russian organization.
Right. Now, haven't I read about this over the weekend, and the IBA has been discredited by the Olympic Committee. They're like, we're not
Right.
listening to you anymore.
Yeah. So they've like removed them from any decisions,
Right.
in the process.
Because
Could IBA just be starting this because they're not in the Olympics? The Russians aren't in the Olympics.
you think they'd pick more. Well, I don't know. It just seems kind of odd. They're not saying because he was or she was, whichever they. We'll just go with they. They were rejected back in like 22 or 23 from boxing
Yeah.
because of a test the IBA did, but the IBA won't say what the test was.
Right. And
But
this
whatever it
is the
was, they
problem.
failed it.
Yeah, this is the problem. Like, it's not being disclosed, and I get the privacy factor of the fighters, but don't
Right.
you want your name to be cleared in this?
Right. If you, unless the reason was really bad, like he's got a wiener, something like that. Who knows?
Right. So this is what I'm saying. If it makes it look worse without the facts coming out, I
Right.
think
Without an
boxers
explanation.
have to do that in
Right.
order to make this right. I
Right.
mean, they might be the ones to step up. They're not saying anything because they want their privacy or whatever it is, whatever the case might be. It's making it look much worse, and it could all be fixed with, Simple test, I guess. I don't know.
I guess I don't know what they test for testosterone or something. I mean,
I don't know, but there's something wrong. I think there's something wrong no matter what. So
right?
whether they're genetically men
Yeah, because I've
or
heard so many conflicting stories about this individual that they're one of those people that carry an extra chromosome, and
right.
he's not really a man or a woman, but he or she has lived their life as a woman their entire life. I've heard that he's transgender. He used to be a man, now he's a woman. So I mean, like I said,
Yeah,
there's so
and
much
that's the
confusion.
problem with this. There's not going to be any justice for any of the fighters that have to go into the ring with them
Right?
without knowing. And I think they have to know that there has to be, some clear cut tests. And
Something.
it's up to the boxers to come forward to do it. And if they're not going to do that, then it makes everybody skeptical on the situation, and
Don't
and rightfully so.
don't they test those athletes in every sport anyway for different, uh, doping and stuff? I mean,
I
for
would think so, but you know, to me, it could have been a case where the Olympics, the Olympic Committee just dropped the ball and never tested. I
could
mean,
be.
and then they could be
Who
just
knows?
covering their butt.
Yeah, there's so much going wrong in France right now. Anyway, with the entire Olympic thing,
Yeah,
it's not out of the question. They're running out of food for God's sakes. I mean, they'd
yeah.
be
I
like,
just
did you test him? Don't did you? Oh, we no test. Why
right.
not?
So
We
if
not
they
test.
don't, somebody might have not done it,
Right.
and then we don't know. You know what I'm saying? And it might be just covering their butt. Um, But there's all kinds of stuff going on. One of the athletes was found sleeping in the park because he
I
didn't want
saw
to be
that
in the
this
village.
morning. Yeah, the
Yeah,
village is so bad. He's sleeping outside.
yeah. I mean, you have the Paraguay swimmer. What's her name? Luana Alonso. She got removed from the Olympic Village for inappropriate.
Oh, activities.
Yeah.
One of the what was it? One of the Australian swimmers had painted her fingernails yellow, and she won because it matched her outfit that way, matched her suit. And some other team complained that she had an advantage because she had yellow fingernails.
Oh, come on.
What is that? And then another nail thing. The young lady that won some of the track and field American, they complained about her nails. I don't even see what was wrong with her nails. How are nails
Oh,
becoming an
I know
issue?
that. Yeah, that's oh, what's her name? But
It was
she
a young
has
lady.
really long fingernails.
Did she scratch somebody? Leave her alone. That's more
I don't know,
drag.
but to me, I think that would hurt you, wouldn't it? Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Causes air drag or something, or awkwardness when
right,
you're trying to click. Right, not an advantage.
right. It's like Wolverine.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It,
So I mean, there's all kinds of controversy. Then you have also like there was some athletes that basically dropped out of a race because of the Seine River,
oh, I
how it's
saw
so
that. Yeah,
polluted.
one of
So
the I think
they don't want to go in it.
the swimmer from Argentina was saying she saw stuff float by her when she was swimming in the river that you really don't want to see float by
Right.
you.
Yeah, that might be part
Ugh.
of that inappropriate behavior.
Right, and she said, "I know I swallowed some of the water from the river. It's just
Mhm.
time's the only thing that's going to determine whether or not I get sick."
Right. So
Oh,
there's people dropping out of that competition, and I don't blame them.
oh, I don't blame them either.
Like me and Kenny, we did the story on this. 1923 was when they stopped allowing people to swim in that river because it was too polluted. 1923.
1923. I
And
heard
then
it was 100.
all of a
19.
sudden,
I heard it was 1903.
well, either way, if it's
Oh,
03, 23, it's still a long time.
well,
So,
1923 would have been. Oh yeah, 1923. Okay, not 2023. Yeah, that's been 100. It's been like 100 years or something.
yeah, and now all of a sudden it's okay to swim?
Yeah, well, supposedly they spent over $1 billion on
Yeah.
some underwater canal system to try to divert the sewage or something.
Oh, yeah.
No,
It's
it ain't gonna
working
happen.
wonders.
Working great, right? Not to mention all the people that complained about the unlimited star. So all the French started pooping in it just off the side of on the bank.
Yeah. I think they're still doing it.
Probably. Probably.
That's
Hey,
probably what floated by.
as long as we're talking about the Olympics, I read yesterday that if you have been in the Olympics now and your events are over, you have 2 days. They give you an extra day in case in case something gets rescheduled, and then the day after that, you have to move out of the village. You don't have to go back home, but you have to move out of the village.
Right, and that's like the Paraguay swimmer Alonso. She retired after the race. She did
Right.
horrible. But first off,
Well, it makes sense. They want to do it because if you're in France and your events are over, you're partying afterwards. You're having a good time.
yeah,
You're sightseeing. They want to keep it quiet and keep everything nice for the athletes that have not yet competed.
right.
So yeah, you don't have to
It
go
does
home.
make
But
sense.
you got to move on. Right now, if you
It
want to
does
be
make
in
sense, but
the closing ceremonies, you just have to come back.
yeah. So she stayed there and she retired after she lost. So she's technically not even an athlete anymore.
Oh,
So, and then, her behavior, during the
right. That's
these
what they
Olympics
are
have,
frowning upon. They don't want all
yeah.
the.
So they basically kicked her out.
Well, there's all sorts of rules there. There's no alcohol in the village. I guess every country has its own little dorm, and there's no commingling of athletes in different dorms and stuff. So
Wow. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not working. So if
no,
they do have all those rules, why do you ship over that many condoms?
they're probably exactly 300,000 condoms. It's more of a guideline than an actual rule.
Yeah. Yeah.
We would prefer, but just in case, there's 300,000 condoms for 10,000 of you.
Yeah. So Kenny said that it was like the big dig in Boston. I'm assuming he's talking about the Seine River.
Ah.
So I mean, there's all kinds of stuff coming out, and unfortunately, like this stuff is overshadowing a lot of the stories.
Right. Yeah. My wife and I were talking last night. We haven't even watched it other than what we see on TikTok.
Yeah. See, I've been watching, and
You're a sports
it's
guy.
been good. Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen some upstairs in the cigar lounge that it's on up there, obviously, all day long. So I have caught bits and pieces of it, but I've never just like, oh, the track and field's coming on. They're going to run the 400. I'm going to sit down and watch. I haven't done any of that this time.
Yeah. Yeah, I put it on yesterday, and on USA Network they had cycling, so I had to change that. I don't like cycling.
Oh.
Like watching people ride a bike. I mean, really?
Was that outdoors? Was that the outdoor cycling?
Yeah.
They were supposedly they're doing it in the rain or something. I saw clips from that, and everybody's slipping and sliding and falling down when they turn.
Yeah, that's okay to watch.
Yeah,
that's fun.
The bloopers. I just want to see it's like watching NASCAR. You're just watching it for the accidents.
For the crashes, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I just want to see the crashes.
Yeah, that's the best part.
All right, McDonald's Taste of the World Olympic menu is leaving some fans with some questions.
Yeah,
McDonald's, apparently inspired by the 2024 Summer Olympic Games in Paris, is bringing several international menu items to participating locations across the pond. A week after the global food giant announced it would bring back 7 different products from menus all over the world to France for a limited time, U.S.-based fans made it known just how upset they really are in the chain, begging it to do better back here at home. Instagram influencer, the Snackalator, was one of the first to admit that they have some questions about the newly released overseas menu, which features Indonesian popcorn caramel McFlurry, its garlic dipping sauce exclusive to the United Kingdom, and a Canadian delicacy known as the Maple Barbecue Quarter Pounder. That actually sounds good.
Sounds good.
That sounds delicious. The Philippines Coca-Cola McFloat, the Greek Mac, which is only available in Cyprus, New Zealand's Filet-O-Fish Deluxe, and representing the U.S., a Szechuan sauce, McDonald's France. This is really a fun menu, and I'm jealous we don't get more of these releases here in the States. Snackalator wrote in the caption on August 1st, uploaded. So I feel insulted on this one. If the world is being told, I can't pronounce that word, some type of Asian sauces from USA, maybe it should be sold here. Several diehard fans agree, with one suggesting that maybe the sauce could be returning after it disappeared following its surprise 2022 comeback. Others inquired about the Golden Arch's very selective decision-making process for its menus here in the States. Why can't we have the Coke float? One top comment read. McD USA, do better. Bring the Greek Mac to the U.S. Another declared before someone else chimed in with similar admissions, writing, I'm going to need that maple barbecue and Greek Mac in the States ASAP. Why don't we get it a fourth X? They should have brought the crispy McBacon from Italy. Oh, that sounds good, too. A different Instagram user suggested before, insisting it's the best burger at McDonald's. Yeah, you would think they'd have all these treats
available.
Make
right?
them here in the States, too. What's the problem?
Yeah, like, really, how is it fast food if you have to go to Greece, go to Cyprus?
Yeah, go to
something?
France to get this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see they having, regional flavors that may not work in other places. But why are we known for our Asian sauce?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
That makes no sense. Is that the most American thing we have for McDonald's is Chinese sauce?
Yeah, apparently we suck.
Right. Why not what's the green McFlurry? Maybe we can have the Irish shake thing.
The Shamrock Shake.
Shamrock Shake. There we go. That could be from America.
Right.
No insult to the Irish people.
Yeah. No, I mean it's so I understand the questions now that people are having, that they want to try these things and they can't get at it.
Sure.
Even if you just do it for, one day.
Right. Don't you guys have McLobsters up there in New England?
McLobsters?
Yeah.
What the hell is a McLobster?
When I lived up there, it was on the McDonald's signs. I never tried one, but they had a McLobster roll at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, lobster roll, huh? If I'm having lobster, I'm not going to McDonald's for it.
Come on, it'll be the best ever.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to ask Becky to send me a maple barbecue quarter pounder.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Becky, if you're listening out there in the middle of the Canadian wilderness, we need 4, what are they called? Maple barbecue quarter pounders, please.
Yes. Like, that sounds so delicious. They're
it
so
does,
lucky.
Doesn't it? I mean, they could be on the secret menu. They have those secret menus where you have to know about it to ask for it. I don't care if they just pour syrup on it from the breakfast menu.
Like, how great would that be to try that for, at least a week?
Right. Why can't we have Coke floats? I mean, when the ice cream maker works, they could make those.
Yeah. Yeah, when it works.
When it works.
When it works.
And I'm curious what the Filet-O-Fish Deluxe is from New Zealand. That sounds pretty good, too.
Filet-O-Fish
Deluxe.
So, I mean, yeah.
But they put lettuce and tomato
it's real fish.
It's real fish. Is it McFish, not real fish?
I don't know.
Have you ever tried that fake crab that they make?
Like the imitation crab in the package?
Yeah, the imitation crab meat.
Yeah, I have it all the time.
So do I. It's pretty good. I saw a video the other day on how they make it. I don't want to eat it anymore.
Don't ruin it for me, Mike.
I turned it off halfway through. I've got a package in my refrigerator I just bought, and I'm watching the video. My mouth just drops open. I'm like, that's how they make it?
I don't want to know. Don't ruin it.
I'm not even sure there's any crab in it.
No, there isn't. It's imitation crab.
I don't know if it's even a food product.
It's like the hot dog.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want to know how that's made either, but they're delicious. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, when you have a beef hot dog, that's a little different.
Right.
When you have a regular classic Frank.
Right. Yeah, it's true.
That's the problem.
Right.
So, I don't want to
spoiler alert for the listeners. It's not really. It's more dog than anything else.
Yeah. That's fun.
All right, moving on. Now that I'm hungry, U.S. is dominating the women's basketball. We're a basketball country over here. I got to tell you.
Let me tell you, these women are, one of a kind. Like, there was a lot said when, like the Russian hockey team.
Right.
And then when the United States beat them.
Right.
And that was a miracle. Well, nobody is dominating the sport like the women basketball team.
Are they players from the WNBA?
Yes.
Is that one young lady playing?
They haven't lost since 1992.
Oh, wow.
So it's 32 years since they have lost. and they
Holy-
took bronze that year.
They didn't
Which-
lose and they took bronze? How does that work?
No, they lost, and they ended up
Oh.
taking bronze.
Oh, okay.
So they lost the
Okay.
match, and then they went to play the bronze match, and they won that.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Since then, they have not lost a game.
There you go, girls, ladies.
Any game, right? So 32 years, they have won 8. They're trying for their 8th in a row, 8th gold.
Oh, wow.
So I mean, it's unprecedented winning. I mean, yes,
But you
I
don't
know
hear about it,
basketball is
though.
our game, right? But the world seems to catch up, but they're not catching up. Right now, I guess they're saying France has a shot at winning it.
Nah, no, they don't. They're
I
French.
don't buy it, because they also said Germany had a chance and they got blown out by the United States.
Nah, they don't need.
So, but just as, I mean, when you talk about history, Lauren Jackson, 575 career points is the all-time leader. Diana Taurasi, who is going for her 6th gold medal.
Wow.
So she's been around a long time.
It's like 24 years.
Yeah. So she's going for her 6th gold medal, and it'll be the only time that's happened in the sport.
Kenneth, if you could look up how old that young lady is, I'm just curious. Kenneth is listening. He'll look her up.
Yeah, Kenny's been playing for. Look up how old Diana Taurasi is. She's got 414 all-time points. She is 4th in history. I don't think she'll end up getting to number 1, right? Because she's not the main focus of the offense. That falls on Breanna Stewart and Aja Wilson, who are both averaging 20 points a game. Wow. Oddly enough, they're not even number 1 in the Olympics right now. So Satu Sabali from Germany, who just lost to the United States.
Satu, very lovely,
averaging 21.7 points, and then Emma Mieserman from Belgium, averaging 26.3, and Diana is 42.
42 years old. I figured she'd be in her 40s. That is incredible for an athlete of that caliber to still be.
And she's so good. She's still good.
How are her knees and shoulders not shot by now?
I don't know, but look, I mean, they talk about athletes and their longevity, and Tom Brady always comes to mind.
Right.
Well, see, this just shows how women don't get as much credit as the men. And
sure.
Here she is putting up these numbers, historic numbers.
Right.
And she's going to be the first, because I don't see anybody stopping them, to be honest with you.
No.
I hope they win the gold.
So do I.
Unlike the men, ladies. I'm not really fond of the men's team. I don't really care for them too much. So
why is that? Why don't you like the men's team? Bunch of big babies.
I think there's too many me guys on that team.
Too many personalities on the team.
Yeah, I just don't. They're not likable.
But they wouldn't pay like $8 million to buy out a hotel so that they could have beds where their feet don't dangle off in. But honestly, could you imagine those giant guys sleeping on those cardboard beds?
No.
They would need 2 of them end to end to fit. It would be ridiculous.
Yeah. I just think, because like a lot of them are getting $15 million to be there.
Hey, you got to get paid, man. You got to get paid.
I know, but I don't like it. I don't like the greed.
Who's paying them $15 million? Their sponsors?
I guess the sponsors.
Trying to think. Michael Jordan, I saw a story when he was in the Olympics. He could not be seen with a Reebok logo on his clothes. So he draped the American flag over him when they got the medal so that he didn't go up on the podium with the big Reebok thing on his suit.
Right, because he's Nike.
That's right.
And that couldn't happen.
Could not be seen. No, he could not be seen with Reebok on his clothes.
Nope.
It's the avocado ice cream, Kenneth says. It keeps these young ladies playing so well. Yeah,
I guess so. I mean, when you look at it, it's pretty interesting. Like now, the Olympics have, are from everywhere, right? So you have the United States that have 72 medals right now. China has 21 gold. United States has 19 gold, but China only has 50 medals. So the United States are 22 ahead of China.
Right.
And, France, of course, has got that home advantage boost, and they have 44 medals. So, and 12 gold, 4 of them from Leon Marchand,
Oh, one
just
person.
by
Right.
himself. He's got 4. But I want to give a shout out to Aruba. Aruba,
Aruba.
they have no medals. They've never won a medal.
Oh, did they win one?
No.
Oh, they still haven't.
I'm
What?
hoping.
We're just
I'm
shouting them out.
hoping. So they have 6 athletes there.
Okay.
1 cyclist in women's BMX, 2 for sailing, 1 for shooting, 2 for swimming, a male and a female.
Right.
All their hopes are dashed except for 1 lone guy. Well, first, Ethan West here, I can't read my writing. He finished 5th
Oh, so
in
close.
sailing. So close, right?
Sailing. See, these are sports, except for the shooting, that all make sense for a small island country.
Right. The shooting really doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's not like they have a strong military presence.
Their lone hope right now left
Yes.
is
Yes.
Just Van Aanholt, who is in
Wait,
men's.
Anal
I don't know
Hope?
what this means.
Anal Hope is his name?
Yeah. Aanholt.
All our hopes just
Hope.
on Anal Hope.
But he's in men's ILCA 7. It's some sailing thing.
Oh, that's good. Thank you for explaining that.
I don't know. But he's finished 8 races. I guess he's got 2 more races left.
Right.
I don't know why they do 10 races. I don't know. But all those finishes are not very good. He finished 10th.
So any idea how he's got to finish to?
I would think that he has to finish first in both of them because they were in the 20s.
I was gonna say, is that still not even enough? If you've already finished 10th in one, that still might not be enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I doubt it. But hey, if there's a hope, maybe he can get into the.
If there's a hope, there's an anal hope. So
an anal hope. Yeah. Okay.
Hope.
So hopefully he can pull it together, win a couple of these last races, and get in, and hopefully he can win a medal. But Aruba has yet to win one.
Did you see the? It was bow and arrow. Do they call it bow and arrow, or do they call it something else?
Archery.
Archery. Thank you. Archery. Where the North Korean girl got stung on the finger right before she released the arrow.
What? See, that's crazy.
She had it, pulled out, and then the hand that holds the bow.
Yeah.
They showed a close up. A bee came down, landed on her finger, and stung her in the hand right before she released. So her shot was obviously off.
So did they let her do it again?
No, nope. She got like 3rd instead of 1st or something.
That could have been a French spy or something,
Well, China ended up getting the gold. They're saying it was a Chinese bee.
Oh, probably.
One of those drone bees, like they're drone.
It could have been a drone bee.
A drone bee stinger.
Chinese been taking it on the chin with doping and everything.
Well, over there it's just we call vitamin. They're just vitamin we give them. They're fine. They check out the blood. They're okay.
Apparently, the swimmers are protesting, and about their doping, and they were allowed to keep the gold medal for an event after being doping.
Guy needs a very sneaky. Very athletic.
Yeah. So please, if you're an athlete, try not to take your vitamins.
Yes, don't take the Chinese vitamins. Allegedly. It's important to say allegedly.
Allegedly.
All right, switching channels here. We got a weird guy in a mall out west. Bizarre hooligan isn't it at the Arbor Place Mall? A man was arrested. Douglas County, Georgia. A Devin Davis has bonded out in the Douglas County Jail on conditions that he does not return to the Arbor Place Mall or approach his alleged victim. Oh, I love that graphic. How did you do
Yeah, I thought you would.
We don't see these folks before he puts them up. They're just a surprise when the show starts.
I had to go there. I had to.
That's great. I lost my place. Oh, the 35-year-old has been charged with simple battery after allegedly licking and sucking on the hair of an 18-year-old woman he did not know.
What the hell is wrong with people?
That's weird, said shopper Dan Shower. I don't know anybody that licks hair. Douglas County Arbor Place Mall is one of the largest shopping destinations in West Georgia and still attracts shoppers regionally, including the Shower family from Alabama. I can tell you I would keep my distance from him and keep my wife and kids from him, says local shopper Joyce Taylor. Calls the incident gross. I probably would have responded in a way that would have been in jail today, she says. Still, she doesn't have a problem shopping at the mall and will continue to do so. You have to be vigilant and watch your surroundings and be careful, says Taylor. I've never had a problem coming here. Authorities have also charged Davis with willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer.
Did he get charged for sexual assault?
No, just battery. Simple battery.
Interesting, because to me that just sounds like a fetish.
Well, you would think, yes, but I guess the way the law reads, there is no specifics covering hair licking and sucking.
Yeah.
So I guess what he did, he came up behind this young lady, an 18-year-old lady, and in his mugshot, he seems to be a very tall, slender man with very long dreadlocks. And there was obviously no pictures of the young lady whose hair he licked, or maybe she had very pretty hair. I don't know, but I guess he just came up on her and grabbed a piece, and yeah, it sounds so weird. Sounds so weird.
What does
I've never heard this before.
See, the problem I have with this is going to be a future problem.
Yes,
because I think that's step one of something else down the line for somebody.
Yeah, somewhere down the line, he may, well, it's just that's not enough. Now I have to have the hair.
Yeah. This is. I think they should watch this guy.
Yeah, maybe you let him give him some court-appointed help or something.
Yeah, something, because I think this is step one in a progression of things.
Right. And it's probably not the first time; it's just the first time he's been caught.
Right. That's the scary part too.
I am very curious to find out what the young lady looked like and what her hair looked like. What is it, like a hair type, or is he just like hair, or
Yeah, I don't know. This is very bizarre, and like I said, I don't think this is, like you said, it was not the first time.
Right.
I think it's the first time police got involved, because probably somebody else probably turned around and gave him a look.
You smack him and tell him he's gross, he's a weirdo, and then you just want to get away.
Yeah.
But he did it in a public place where obviously other people saw him now.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he was, it'd be nice if the story would explain how he was detained. Did other shoppers tackle him? Did the hair get stuck in his teeth and he couldn't run? Something. Who knows? Who knows? Well, what is willful obstruction of law enforcement officers? So I guess he fought back?
Yeah.
Is that another way for resisting arrest?
I believe so. Maybe a little more physical than resisting arrest.
Maybe. Obstruction of law enforcement.
Yeah, so he probably did something, maybe like pushed an officer to try to get away.
Maybe grabbed his hair.
Maybe. Yeah, that might be it.
Oh, officer, you have nice hair too.
Yeah.
Let me have some of that.
Beard or something like that.
Oh, facial hair. That's very nice.
You could have had like one of those long beards that people are sporting these days.
I don't think it's allowed in law enforcement, but it does paint quite the picture, though.
Well, where are we talking about?
Alabama. Could be, I guess. Now I see your point. Could be.
See?
No disrespect to any Alabama law enforcement officers that are watching, but we are curious if any of your other brothers in blue have long beards. Or
Eric
flowing hair or something.
Eric and Kenny on Sports Unfolded, right? We have this thing where I lose Christmas cards. I just lost Alabama's Christmas cards.
Yes, you did. Yes. Especially one from the Alabama law enforcement agencies.
Yeah. Yes, I probably shouldn't drive through that state in a while.
That might be a good idea, yes. Do not describe your vehicle on the air by any means.
No.
All right,
And
Miss
definitely
Underwood.
don't suck on his beard.
Maybe they want you to do that there. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. Carrie Underwood is Vegas to Hollywood. She's moving.
No, she's just
not
really
moving.
super busy, right?
Super busy. Busiest
Super
lady
busy.
right. Busy.
And
lady.
look, she is named Katy Perry's replacement on American Idol.
Oh, is she really?
Yes. So Carrie Underwood, who won the competition 21 years ago, is now coming back home.
That's
to
right.
American
She was on that
Idol
show.
to be a judge.
How cool is that?
It is pretty cool, right? So,
Right.
this is going to shake up, her personal life. She's got the Vegas residency that is from now until through into October.
Right.
And she's also filming. I don't know if she's doing guest appearances on TV shows because she's been on Sesame Street. She's been on, Cobra Kai.
Oh, was she on Cobra Kai?
Yeah, she was just for one episode.
Oh,
But she might be dipping her toes more and more into the acting career. And
certainly. Why not? She's a very attractive young lady.
she is. And I believe she's like 41.
Oh, is she that old now? Wow.
41. So she's also working on a Christmas event for HBO Max or Max, whatever it's called
Max.
now.
Yeah, it's called Max.
So she's got a Christmas event that she's working on. So she's got all kinds of things, and then you add in American Idol. That's going to change the home front for a while. Mike Fisher, former NHL player, is not going to see her very much lately.
Oh, they'll fly back
now
and forth.
until like.
She's got her own plane or something.
Summer.
Vegas to Hollywood's not that far.
So they have a 400-acre home in Tennessee. So with two sons, she's got two kids with Mike Fisher. So I don't know if they're going to go on the road with them, but I'm sure school is going to dictate a lot of that stuff.
It's got to be easier than touring.
Yeah, but with American Idol, they go from city to city during the
beginning
the auditions.
Part? Do you think the judges really do that, or do they fly these people in? Do all the outside shots and then they fly them to Hollywood?
No, I think they actually go because I know somebody that went to one of the auditions. So they do make an appearance in different cities. So they have like maybe 4 or 5 cities I think they go to do auditions, and they try to get as many people to
He's used to that lifestyle, though.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's different when you have a couple of kids.
Right.
But she did the Vegas thing, and that's not close to Tennessee.
Right. So, they always say they have residency. So do they have to take an address or something in Vegas
I don't know.
Or is that just a way of them, announcing that they're going to be in Vegas for the next year or whatever it is?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's just that. So
it's worth a lot of money to them, as I understand it. They get paid a ton.
And everybody's going to it that goes to Vegas.
Sure, right.
People schedule that way ahead of time.
Right, yeah.
And I'm guessing the tickets are expensive. So
sure.
she's gonna do all right. So she's gonna be busy
just
for the next year.
Right.
So
yeah, the two little boys will, you both get a new Ferrari for Christmas. It'll be fine.
Yeah, if they're younger than
school age or something,
6,
right?
I would think it wouldn't be so hard. She's making a ton of money that they just get a tutor or a nanny or something.
Right. Oh, I'm sure they've got nannies anyway.
And then you just go with her.
Right.
That's all.
Right. Carrie, if you're looking for someone to watch the children while you do your
absolutely
TV show, Ron and I are available.
I used to work at the Y, so I'm already
there you
capable.
Go. He used to work at the Y. I've had 2 boys. My wife's in education.
Yeah.
Oh, she could go the tutor. She could be the tutor too.
See?
We would love to live in Vegas or Hollywood for a year.
So now we need Justin Timberlake and Carrie Underwood to get in touch with us.
Why Justin? Why are we doing with Justin?
Because he doesn't have a license anymore, remember?
Oh, that's right. He can't drive.
Right.
from the
So he got
DUI.
his license suspended. So
Right. Well, Rick or Kenneth can be the drivers apparently then at that point.
we can work
Yeah, you
things
don't
out.
want Becky. That's Canadian. I'm not sure how they drive in Canada. I don't know. Is it
They
the other
did
side
it
of
by
the road?
dog sled.
Yes, the dog sled, and they drive on the wrong side of the road probably there, like Europe or something.
Yeah, probably. So I thought that was pretty good. I like Carrie Underwood. I think she is what you want from a star, right?
Right. We're just whipping through these stories today.
I know.
A little graphic action today.
Oh,
Oh, look at this. All right,
here it comes! Here it comes!
Here it comes. Hurricane Debbie made landfall near Steenahatchee around 7 a.m. Monday. That's it, right? I can't. Oh, you can't see my hand. Okay, but that's it right there where it is, right in the Big Bend of Florida. Monday, bringing several feet of storm surge and 80-mile per hour sustained winds to Florida's Big Bend region. The broad, messy storm is expected to be less than a wallop to the region than a Category 3 hurricane Idalia, which hit back in August of last year. But the real danger is expected to be high levels of flooding rain, as Debbie slows to a crawl on her way toward the Carolinas.
So she's on all fours.
She's on all fours crawling around. As of 8 a.m., more than 230,000 customers were without power, largely clustered in Taylor County, near where Debbie came ashore. The National Hurricane Center warned of 6 to 10 feet of storm surge, and water levels were 6 feet higher than normal at Cedar Key, which is right there, and 5 feet above normal in the Steenahatchee River. Storm surge could be seen as far as a mile inland in Horseshoe Beach, and along the coast, reports show downed trees and eroded coastal roads. Hurricane Debbie made. Oh, Debbie does U.S. Very nice. I want to see your graphic. Hurricane Debbie made landfall in Florida's Big Bend region 7 a.m. on Monday. In a morning news briefing, Governor Ron DeSantis, good old Ron, assured Floridians that the state is prepared to help restore power and aid anyone in distress as soon as tropical winds die down. We have a lot of assets in place, and we're going to be there to help, he said. I think we have marshaled more resources than we need, which he is famous for. For this storm, Florida debuted the new flood barriers around electrical substations and critical infrastructures like hospitals. Kevin Guthrie, head of the state's Department of Emergency Management, said they are working as planned so far. We learned this over at Dahlia and Ian. They are the best. These are the best practices, Guthrie said. We haven't had any issues to date. Hurricane Debbie is expected to weaken to a tropical storm within hours as it heads northeast over the Florida-Georgia border. It is expected to stall out over Charleston and Savannah and drop potentially historic amounts of rain, up to 18 or 20 inches in some spots through Thursday. At the news conference, DeSantis warned for Floridians that most deaths from lower category storms occur afterwards as people hurt themselves trying to clean up debris, use generators indoors in poorly ventilated areas, or drive through flooded roads. Make sure don't put your Connie. Hello, Connie. Don't put your generators in the house. They cause problems. So far, he said his office.
We get so many followers from Kick now.
Yes, they're jumping on. And they all do crazy artwork, apparently.
Yeah.
He said his office had reports of a car hydroplaning and crashing in Dixie County and an accident involving an 18-wheeler in Hillsborough that are considered storm-related. Don't tempt fate, DeSantis said. Don't try to go through these flooded streets. It's a big problem, too, people trying to drive through the streets once they get flooded.
Yeah, invest in a canoe.
Yeah, I mean, in Florida, we got canoes, kayaks, swamp boats, airboats, everything here.
It was like that Hard Rain movie. Remember that with Christian
Slater which was called
Morgan Freeman, I think it was.
It was called Hard Rain. That was the name of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. Riding around on the boats and stuff. And
yes. So let's see if we can do this here. Up the coast there on the west side was where we're having all the flooding and problems. I've seen photos from Naples and Cape Coral, Fort Myers Beach, which got destroyed a couple of years ago, is flooded again. 2 feet of water there. Tampa's got some flooding there on the coastal area. Crystal River was evacuated yesterday. It's also in that area. But people in low-lying areas, people in mobile homes, there's a lot of stilt houses out that way that I'm sure were evacuated.
You know, it's crazy to me on how much damage it does here in the United States, right? When when
Right.
these storms hit, whether it hits Texas or Alabama, Mississippi, or Florida, or the Carolinas, or Georgia. I don't want to leave out the Georgians.
Right, or Georgia.
However damage it does, but these storms are rolling over these little islands, and you don't see much. You don't see.
No, I don't think they
Okay.
have the coverage out there to show it.
I think you froze, Mike.
Oh, can you still hear me?
I can still hear you.
All right, I'm trying to do some graphic work here real quick.
So, yeah, but it's like you get these storms, they roll through, and you don't hear of damage out there very often. I mean, there is some, obviously, but it's like how do these little islands survive all of these storms?
Well, if you got a house and you live out there, they raise it up,
Oh, look at
All right,
this.
there's the track that it's supposed to be taking as of right now. This stuff, as you know, changes every time they put out a new report. So, but that's what they're expecting now, headed up the coast there.
Well, that's pretty nice. I like the fact that we have a weather report from Mike.
Hey, as this show
You got to
goes,
be in
we'll
a
learn how to do-
chopper though. So today's weather.
So today, out here in the Going On Daily helicopter, looking at the weather debris. It's everywhere here today, Ron. No, I think I hurt myself. I saw one report this morning from it was a Canadian gentleman, Canadian news weather guy.
Hey.
He thinks that he's got a report that shows it comes out, goes out through Jacksonville, which is behind my head here, goes out through Jacksonville, sits out here in the Atlantic for a little bit, gains strength, and then turns around and comes back through again.
What?
And as it goes through, we've had a storm do that before, but it was a little further south. We had one years ago that came out, went down, turned, and went back up that way.
Oh my God!
He's got some information that says this one's going to do the same thing, but slower, and it's not a big a storm at the moment. But it'll come out, get some strength, go back through, and then go up more through the top of Alabama and Georgia.
Oh my gosh!
But that's one guy out of several. I mean, they do these spaghetti models down here, you see, and it's like 8 different weather organizations, and they show these tracks, and it's all these colored lines on the map, and 3 could go that way, and you've got 7 of them that go this way, and then there's always that one guy that goes whoop, just right up the top. So.
Right. Yeah, no,
works.
it's amazing how they try to predict all this stuff, and you just never know. You never know. I mean,
right? You never know.
Can change it.
Right.
All it takes is just for a warm or a cold front to like push down a little bit, and that changes the whole trajectory.
Well, that's just it. It's the jet stream, he said, is coming down from up north, and it's going to catch it as it comes off the top. Yeah. It's going to push it down, and then it's going to come back up, and then it's going to pick it up from underneath, and it's so very complicated.
Yeah, because
the weather is such an unpredictable thing anymore.
Yeah, if it stays a little more left of the Gulf Stream,
right,
it'll loop back in.
Right.
But if it catches that Gulf Stream, it just shoots out.
Exactly.
It's crazy how everything works. And, no global warming, though.
No, we're not doing that now. It's not a thing anymore.
All these storms running through, right?
Of course, Vice
air.
President. Who was the vice president who was yelling about global warming all the time?
Gore.
Yeah, the guy that invented the internet. Yeah, the guy that said he made the internet.
Yeah.
All right, looks like
there's another one, though, isn't there?
What? Say again?
There's another one coming, isn't there?
There's another one coming. It does not show up on my maps. I don't have that information handy at the moment. But yes, there is another one coming. It is down off the top of Africa at the moment. It's what's called a not a Caribbean, but a
tropical wave.
Thank you, tropical. It's a tropical wave. They say it's going to come up and go up the edge of Mexico at the moment, but it's so far away. It's that time of the year for us down here. It's hurricane season. It goes till like mid-November. They always
and
say
they're
this is
saying
the
that
year. So knock on wood, this is not the year.
they're saying that this heat too is going to last like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, it's very hot, very hot.
So we're gonna have summer into like October this year.
Oh,
Like
we usually don't get cold down here till January anyway. So
yeah, well, we've had snow on Halloween before, so
wow,
I don't know if we're gonna see that this year. That's for
right,
sure. With all this stuff that the experts keep talking about,
right.
whether it's El Nino or whatever it is, and now
Oh
they're
yeah,
talking
I forgot
about
about the El Ninos. Yeah, that's right. That's that.
yeah, and now they're talking about the Earth's core is spinning now the other way. It's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
it's gonna make days longer and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't
How do
know.
they know those? Which way the core spins?
I don't have any idea. But they use magnetic stuff that determines that. I guess I don't know.
Those magnetic fishermen. It's those guys. They find
Maybe
out.
it's just these giant magnets are changing everything.
That could be. Yeah, maybe it's the magnets. Stop with all the
Think
magnets,
about it.
people.
We don't know what the hell we're talking about. As a whole, this planet, nobody knows what the hell's happening. It just doesn't make any sense.
I like
You
changing the
know,
background. I might do that for every story I do now.
See, you can do
Throw
that.
up another thing up on the
He's
screen.
got a new toy.
Just got a new toy. As long as you have them set up, it goes pretty quick.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to take away from your graphics at the bottom of the screen, though.
No. It's just that there's some that are pretty funny, like this one.
Right?
That
Yes, the
is
hair
pretty
like one.
funny.
That was funny. That's funny.
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
And then of course there's the Debbie Does United States.
Does the U.S. right? Yeah, you've had some good ones come up there. Definitely had some good ones.
So I enjoy trying to challenge myself. And today's episode 34 is Rock You Like a Hurricane.
There you go.
So I like making the titles that fit something that we do. So when you see the title up there, it's always going to be something to do with one of the stories.
And, when does our new anchor start up?
I think she's still in. I think Beth
Paris?
is still in Paris, with
Greg Louganis.
Greg Louganis.
Can she?
Because there's
Can we do a little?
diving that's still going on.
Can you play videos during the show, during the live show?
I can.
Maybe she can do us a little video interview with Greg Louganis that you could pop up.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'll message her. I can't wait till she comes back because we might be able to get some gold on the show.
Oh, nice.
That would be pretty nice if we could.
Or even if she just wants to do anything from the Olympics. She could do anything from there. Just
I know.
Some type of information or content that we have that nobody else does.
I'll shoot her a message and let's see if we can make something happen.
Hey, maybe like do a little introductory video, introducing yourself and say you're at the Olympics and you'll be back on blah, blah, blah date.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So I'm looking forward to adding her to the mix. And, that'll, I really want to see Becky and Beth do a show together. I
hope they don't like each other. Then it'll be funner. More fun. It'll be funnier if they don't like each other.
Oh, that would be funny.
They're just kind of catty and snap back at each other.
Yeah.
Right.
That would be pretty interesting.
Be like what was it on Saturday Night Live where he goes, Becky, you insufferable bitch.
Yes, but would it be like The View?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, see, there's always the bad with the good, right?
The bad one, that's right.
So maybe you gotta be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, okay, all right. Will be nice.
When I think about it, The View is really the reason why we're doing this show. Because I can't
give people something else to watch.
Top show on TV, God.
Right, you gotta have something else. There's some type of other show you can watch, and this is it. This is it here.
This is the one. And the numbers have been fantastic.
Perfect. We appreciate each and every one of the people that watch.
Absolutely. So, hey, we're done early today.
Don't forget to come back tomorrow. We have Becky back from her trip. She'll explain where the hell she's been for the last 8 days.
Yes, and we have a ton of people watching the show today.
And Rick, if Rick gets out of New York, he's strapped in New York again.
Yeah, I could be forced into duty again tomorrow. So
Uh-oh. You're
if
the
Rick
man,
can't
Ron.
make
You're the
it,
man.
I hope he
Y-
does because, you know, I mean, people are probably getting tired of seeing me.
They're a Ron show. All Ron, all the time.
I think I've been on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and today already. So,
Oh, there you go. Well, you're the star of the show, man.
no, not the star.
Ron's going on daily.
Yeah, no, no, no,
All right, guys,
no.
we're gonna go. Everybody, enjoy your day, and somebody be back tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Yes, Becky will be back and possibly Rick or myself.
Oh, my power's flickering here. I might be about to lose power.
All righty.
All right, guys, we'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.
Have a great day.